Hey everyone, I'm starting an in store garment class. I'm going to be teaching the basics of clothing construction, and it's going to be a blast. It's going on all semester. But for those of you who can't join me in the store, I'd love for you to join me online. So here was our first meeting.
So, welcome to Garment Club, where the objective is to make cool things that actually fit.
I'm Kaedy, as most of you guys should be pretty aware, and I'm absolutely filming this for my YouTube fan base at home. YouTube fan base, all 12 people. Oh, so they can watch me struggle with PowerPoint. All right, so I'm Katie Cherry. I've been sewing forever, and I've taught in a couple of different places, including at the Husqvarna Viking Center, at Sam Houston College. I love teaching sewing, it's one of my favorite things. I love being around creative people. This is my part time holiday job from 3 years ago, and now I own a sewing business. So you can see how that spiraled out of hand pretty quickly. My favorite thing to make is clothing. And I say clothing here instead of clothing and costumes or instead of costumes. You can see it some of the things that I've made in the past, and they're definitely in that costume category. But to me, a costume is something that is maybe a little uncomfortable or maybe made out of materials that don't wash or wear well. For me, clothing is something that is made with the wearer in mind. It's washable, it's comfortable, it's something that's going to last over time. And you can make costumes that, in my opinion, fit that category. And I don't just like it, I like it like a lot, as you can see by all of my samples here. So if you have a favorite era or a favorite style, or if you just want to wear things that are comfortable to wear to, grocery store, anywhere from grocery store to evening wear, I've got you somewhere in there. Sometimes, even when you have a pattern that's your size, you're going to need to make some changes to make it fit you. And also, sometimes we have time to make a whole garment from scratch. We want to get something from the store and alter it to fit more comfortably. So, we're going to cover that as well as structural construction. So, that is into the meat of like the garment to life and drafting or draping our own patterns. That's like the construction phase. So, we're going to cover all of that in our club at various points. Talk about the structure. We're going to meet on Fridays, hours, but it's occurring to me that on Fridays, people are trying to get off work. So maybe it's going to be Fridays for an hour and a half, starting at 5:30 and going to 7. We'll see, whatever works best for everybody. It's a hands on experience in class, one project at a time. You might be asking, what is the camera? The camera is, I have a YouTube channel. Other reason I'm filming is potentially if you miss a class, like a lot of these are like two-part, right? So if you miss one, I want you to be able to watch it and catch up before the next class. How much does it cost? So we have a club fee every 6 months that's $50, and then it's just $10 a class. So we dropped that price way down for people that are meeting every week. What do you need? The knowledge that you can do this, and then I got so just never panic and know that I've got your back, and we're gonna figure it out. If you believe that you can do it, I believe that I can help you do it. Patience and the awareness that everybody's starting from a different place. I know that our friend right there is an excellent quilter, has been sewing for a while, is very, very good. And I know that you just have a mending machine, right? So, not even like a traditional sewing. If she puts in a zipper super easy and you're struggling, just remember that we're all coming from a different experience level, but we're all going to get there in the end. Notions, just bring your own pens and scissors and thread. Mark them maybe with a ribbon so that you know it's yours and your own machine or use ours, whatever is easier for you. All right, so the schedule at a glance. I'm giving you guys kind of an outline, a curriculum that has more detail on what classes are going to be offered when. But in August, I want to cover those basics. In September, we're going to do pants and a poet shirt. And I'm calling that the Ren Faire ramp up because both of those items could be used for Ren Faire in a variety of ways, but they're also just good places to start with construction knowledge. So is a poet shirt. It's kind of a loose, it's not fitted, there are no zippers or buttons, and it's got these nice full sleeves. A costume history perspective, this shirt will get you through the Regency to the 1960s. So it's just a nice staple for your wardrobe. For pants, we're gonna have three options. You can do a traditional pajama pant. You can do the smocked pants like I have on right now, very loose, very flowy, very comfy. Or you could do a harem style wrap pant with the cotton gauze. So I'm going to let you kind of decide which way you want to go. In October, we've had several requests for a cape class. So we're going to talk about how to make your own cape. Short style, long style, embroidery on the back. We're going to talk about the options there. We're going to have fun with it. Getting ready for Halloween, and we're going to have Halloween help and construction in our club. So if you've got something you're trying to make, we're going to bring it to life. And then we'll have a party. In November, we're going to do an upcycle project. I'm going to teach alterations. That's when we're going to kind of cover on how to get ready-made clothes to fit you better. The skirt project, even if you don't start learning how to take measurements and build your own pattern. So even if you're not a skirts person, that class is really instructive to go from a measurement to a pattern to a finished garment. And then in December, we're just going shirts all the way. So that's going to be our most advanced project. And we're going to learn how to make and tailor a shirt start to finish. And I'm just keeping it for the whole month of December. So we have lots of breathing room for that one. So, what do you want to make? Jackets are like a little bit more advanced. That's really like in the shirt portion, you could do a jacket, but like you need to build up your skills to get there. And I know that you're a little more new to sewing. So, the easier projects like the pants and the poet blouse are going to like ramp you up to being able to do a shirt or a jacket because there's more tailored construction lines in those projects. But we were gonna have fun with the capes. This is one of the ones I made for the Renaissance Festival. It's just simple. It's a high-low, so that when you sit on those wet benches, you get to stay dry. But if you want to do the dramatic to the ground, if you want it to be lined so it's waterproof, like I have ideas. So it's really whatever you're kind of feeling. I'm gonna put embroidery on mine. So what were you thinking? Because you're pretty accomplished.
I haven't done clothes at all, so I do anything.
You do everything.
I am a skirt girl.
Okay.
The skirts.
I was worried there was going to be an outcry about the skirts, but skirts are so fundamental to um, understanding that transition between let's take your measurements and let's put something on your body. Um,
Is it?
so the thing with the pants is the pants that I've chosen are just really either it's just a blocky pattern piece or the pattern's already made. With skirts, we're actually going to just take measurements and build your own pattern. So it's more of a pattern drafting challenge and not really a sewing challenge. We're going to sew it too, but like that's not the learning objective, I guess. So I was going to give you all the option. I was going to teach you 3 basic types of skirts and then you can choose which one you want to make. So there's the circle skirt, the A-line skirt, and the panel skirt. They're all cute. So like and then there's variations, right? So like this is a circle skirt. It may not look like it, but it is. It's a handkerchief style layered circle skirt. These are both panel skirts. I don't have an A-line to show you. So that's what you're most pumped about? Would you be willing to stuff her through the other stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like each of these projects I'm teaching you a new skill that at the end when we make this shirt, we'll pour all of it into it. Like you need all these little building blocks to get to that point. Does that make sense? All right. So if you're ready to sew, next week we're going to do pattern reading 101. So if there is a pattern at home that you're like, oh, I've had this pattern and I don't understand it, you can bring it in. If not, I will have patterns for you. And we're just going to talk about the different kinds, like how you start understanding what all those little symbols mean, what the layout diagram means, all that. If you follow our Facebook and Instagram page for the store, that's where updates are going to be on new fabrics coming in or like what the next class is, although you guys have the curriculum. And if you just like cannot wait and you want to go home and you want to start sewing like right now, I have a YouTube channel where I teach some basic sewing techniques and where this video may or may not end up. So hi, future people. So let's make something great. So at this part of the class, I was going to show you some samples and talk to y'all and see how you feel and then we'll call it. You can come up and look at them. I won't film y'all. Like I'll turn it off. Bye, YouTube. All right, so that was it. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff this semester. I'd love for you to join me. Even better if you can join me here at the store in Conroe, Texas. Check out some of these other videos, I guess. And definitely subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Also, reach out if like with your favorite project or your favorite sample, or if you want to see my samples. That would be a fun short to show you all. So just give me some love in the comment section. I'll see you soon.